Madden NFL 23, and tonight's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Chargers on Sunday night primetime.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Chargers. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that could have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And look at this. Right away, a loose football.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the receiving team.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. Dances by him. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what is that? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
With any running play that's called, you're always hoping that's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And some space here. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott out to his left. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 43 yards rushing for him here. What a start to the ball game. It's first and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Throwing, Prescott. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. Touchdown! Dak Prescott with a connection to CeeDee Lamb. And the Cowboys will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. But Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020. The man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And he is just absolutely marvelous to watch throw a football. That's something I could do all day long, watch him throw routes versus air. But he's even more impressive when there are bodies on the field, and he's creating with big throws downfield.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Herbert. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Herbert now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Herbert. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnston. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 32-yard line. The Chargers' passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st.
Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Anytime they think they've got him open beyond the markers, you know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To the air again, Herbert. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. It's Eckler again. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up 1st and goal. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Now a first carry for their fullback. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on third and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
From the 22, Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a third and 12.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
You're crediting your defense.
Gotta credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down. Prescott now. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He finds his man, complete. It's Johnston. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
On second down, Eckler shifts by him and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Herbert on first down now. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Draw play. It's Eckler. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Across the formation, he's got a man, that's Allen. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. Dallas offense set for this next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. On play action, Prescott. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Prescott to throw it. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. They find some open field here. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 67 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now Prescott. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Going with their tight end on 4th. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
That was 4th and what we would call long in that situation, wasn't it? That wasn't 4th and inches, was it?
No, I mean, you get in those situations 4th and 3, 4th and 4. That's a lot to, what would you say, a lot of pizza left in that box.
It certainly is. Not everyone dove in on that one. In today's NFL, this is a passing down, all right? This is not a running down. That takes a lot of guts to call that play and even better execution.
Tackle made by Eric Kendricks. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ferguson. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They wanted to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit of the first quarter. Now they are set up 1st and goal.
Play action now, Prescott. Flushed out right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Pollard will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Did my eyes deceive me? Or was that an eye formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. And a return out to the 27-yard line. L.A. readies for its next possession. And they're in a bind earlier, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're trying to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 29, Herbert, throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. That one a first down pickup of 8.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw here, Herbert. Going up top. He's got a man, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 39 yards there, a big one.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. A beautiful fake. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't put it in.
The partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler from 17 yards out. And the Chargers have cut it back within a score. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Extra point attempt here still to come. And that one makes it 14-7. So that drives 7 plays in length. And Austin Eckler capped it off with the touchdown reception. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Offense back out there, and we shine the spotlight on the Memphis man, Tony Pollard. It may just be the second quarter, but he's in the zone well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Derwin James with a pick. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 90 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Prescott on first down. Eluding the pressure right. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Sean McKeon taking it in for 4 yards out. And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
Now comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
On first down, Justin Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Herbert's throw taken in by Palmer. So 8 yards on the completion there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left. He tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, the defender was right on him.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be 4th down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up the 4th down.
Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. It's taken to the 26. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Tony Pollard and his Dallas teammates ready again on offense.
He's in his zone, second quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Prescott
Able to hit his target, Lamb.
that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
A big play that time on the catch and run. 35 yards.
Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, and this defense has had its share of problems getting guys to the ground, and here's another example. They never should have allowed this play to gain as many yards as it did, but poor tackling early in the play led to big yardage after the fact.
Now a give here to Pollard. Evades him at the 20. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19.
97 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing, Prescott. And Cooks has it over the middle.
And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll run left with Pollard. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Steps away to his left, and it's caught. Touchdown, Cowboys! 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Now the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
makes the score.
So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
From the 10.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass.
And that's into the hands of Eckler.
Only 3 there on the screen and 2nd down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Herbert. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Might want to remember that 3rd down play, 37 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30, 1st and 10. Back to the air. He finds his man. Complete. It's Johnston.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
The gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 20-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Herbert.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it makes it 3rd down, 2 yards to go.
That might feel like a little bit of lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
3rd and 2, Herbert.
This is swung out to Eckler. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Herbert, he'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. And the Chargers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now it's Herbert. Touchdown! Josh Palmer from 4 yards out. And the Chargers are able to cut into that deficit.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Point after, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. That time, a 9-play drive.
And it ends with a touchdown pass to Josh Palmer.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Offense back out there, and we shine the spotlight on the Memphis man, Tony Pollard.
He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. And that will be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the 1st half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punter, Brian Ager, to kick this one away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Micah Parsons
just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, They've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert, he's got Allen. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Herbert now. Got a man, it's complete, it's Palmer. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Play action. It's Herbert. He sets to fire deep. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Herbert operating from the red zone. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Herbert throwing again. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete.
Driving for the goal line, but he's marked down short. And with no timeouts, no chance to get the field goal unit out there. And frustration going to set in as that is going to be how this first half will come to a close.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports halftime report. First, though, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for the Cowboys. And a big part of their success on the scoreboard is their success in the running game. Over 100 yards as a team in those first 2 quarters of play.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway.
Takes it at the 7.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert, Allen's got it complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. So with a yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300. That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now, throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel good about what they're doing.
Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Herbert. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the third quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Off the play fake, Prescott. He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
A first down throw for Prescott. And he'll go right back to Lamb. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot,
You often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Throwing again on second down. Prescott, throw left side, complete. That's Ferguson. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
That 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard, and he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They go back to Pollard on second down. And it's a fumble. And this is recovered by the Chargers. So potentially a turning point here in the third quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines, tackle him, second guy in, tackle the ball.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Johnston. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 39 yards there, a big one. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
And we talk so much from a defensive perspective about scheming and finding ways to take away the run. That means the offense has to devise different ways to get the ball in the hands of their guy out of the backfield. Find open space, let him run, and big things can happen, and they did right there.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Herbert. That's going to be caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Eckler will score. Touchdown, Chargers. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Pollard. And he's got some space here. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a first down.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Pollard again. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Let's go get it now. You know what we need, baby.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Be a gain of 5. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Throwing, Prescott. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. So the completion good for just 3, and it'll be 2nd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right? Whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Now here's Pollard, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Pollard again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2.
Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2.
Run for Pollard. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Tony Pollard with his second touchdown of the night. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
To try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
To throw again on second down. Herbert, throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And that'll be caught by Fehoko. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert. Allen's got it over the middle. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. Running on first down, Eckler. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now it's Herbert. He finds his man, complete. It's Johnston. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. On the screen, this is Eckler. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call. Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Herbert now. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger first down. And in a 2-score game, obviously every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Herbert operating from the red zone. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Ball on the 8, it's 2nd and 4. Eckler now between the tackles. Showed off the footwork, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Okay, so thought they might go for it here, down late. Instead, they trot out the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And this one is right through. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Well, no field goal attempts for him until the final quarter, but no hesitation on his end. He comes right out and nails his first field goal try.
And give him a lot of credit, too, because he stood there the entire ball game, but has managed to stay with it both mentally and physically. When they called on him, he was ready, and he knocked it through the post.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Tony Pollard and his Dallas teammates ready again on offense. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just got to have a grin on his face every time his number is called, because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays, nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. First down, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Throwing again on second down. Prescott throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Only able to gain a couple there. And now third down and 6 to go.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot. That a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
On third down, it's Prescott. Cooks on the quick slant. And they're going to get this up to midfield. The passing game continues to be their friend, even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles. They're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 40-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. Meanwhile, Prescott's throw taken in there by Cooks. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
You can see that play developing. They were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL.
pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
The Cowboys on third down. They've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So now on 4th down, Mike McCarthy will turn to his field goal unit. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will extend their lead even further. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The LA offense ready for this next possession. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. He finds his man, complete. That's Johnston. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To throw again on 2nd down, Herbert. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. But tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Pollard going to try the right side. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
From the 41, Prescott.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Going to run again here with Pollard.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And picked up by the Chargers. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. So out come the Chargers.
They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. And time to see what this offense has left in the tank. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At the 33-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnston. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. And this one complete. It's Fehoko.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you.
They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Herbert. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 21 yards there on 3rd down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Again, Herbert. Slant route going to be caught by Palmer. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Herbert back to the air. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
They have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Toward the pylon, caught. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
5 yards brings up 3rd and goal.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. A 10-play drive that time, and it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense.
And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And some room to roam now.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now a give here to Pollard. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they take a knee.
Second and 11 at the 41.
They'll run left with Pollard. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
Maybe old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
So it's a win here for the Cowboys, and it was Dak Prescott, their quarterback, who really led the charge.
Yeah, he really had his A game tonight. He threw a couple of touchdown passes, and he was instrumental in earning this victory.